Hello, beloveds. Grand rising to you. I wanted to come on for a moment and chat at you. Hopefully, you're having a beautiful Saturday. I am having a wonderful day. I can't complain at all. It's beautiful here in Texas. But I wanted to come on for a moment and just kind of warn you a little bit so you can keep your eyes and your ears open and be careful and be cautious and careful with yourself. So, the chosen, we're being attacked right now. I'm hearing about it from a lot of people that people are targeting the chosen, they're tagging and they're coming at them in all kinds of funky ways. you know, they know your energy. They can feel your energy. They know who you are. They can sense all of the wonderful things about you, and they are targeting you, us. Right now, it's happening a lot. And I wanted to give you some examples of what the targets look like. And so you can be on your P's and Q's and be, cautious and careful and know what it looked like. And then you know how to move whenever you see it or experience it. But they can sense your energy. And in these higher frequencies, with what's taking place on the planet, it's more and more obvious. They are really feeling you and it bothers them. I call them Decepticons. I call them bots. They are here to keep you off track, to get you off track and try and keep you off track. But if you recognize it, if you know what it is and know what it looks like, then you'll know how to deal with it. And try your very best, guys, to try to ignore it if you can or get out of the way, because they're just doing what they've been assigned to do. And it's up to you to see it and recognize what it is and protect yourself. But I've always had problems with people, people that I don't even have to be engaging, through the years. And for a long time, I didn't know what it was. But I do know now. I know all so well now in this now time with all that's going on and the truth being revealed and more understanding coming to light. I see it very clearly, guys. And I want to make sure you guys see it too, for those of you that are not, paying as much of attention, as those that can see these situations and just don't know what it is. A lot of your people that are jealous, that are envious, that come around you, even if it's people you don't really know or you don't have a relationship with, because they can be total strangers that can walk by you and feel your energy. That's just how strong your energy is right now. It's even more stronger in these times. So you'll hear people make little snob remarks, little critical comments against you. So I'm going to tell you a couple of experiences that I've had, and one is with an old friend and one is with an actual stranger. But 20 years ago, during my wedding, my husband and I were marrying, and we were awaiting our wedding day. And I had this friend. She was supposed to be. She was a matron of honor in my wedding. Friends for 35 plus years, for a very long time. I loved her, adored her. And once she met my husband and she started participating in the wedding preparations and the festivities that were taking place around preparing for that day, she started to behave strange. She started trying to avoid me. She started trying to pick fights. She started saying, and of course, guys, during a time like that and being the bride, I had no time to really respond to that because I was so busy. I was so consumed with planning my wedding, and getting everything set up for that beautiful day. And I couldn't figure out why she was doing the things she was doing, and it got to the point to where she brought me to tears one night. And my other honor girl and my beautiful sister had to set me down, and the other girl, that girlfriend that was an honor girl, she helped me see And although she may not have fully understood it, she could see, she had a better view on the outside looking in. And she kind of gave me a cue that it was, it was actually jealousy. It was actually envy. And, I've been accused of being a little naive to a little point. Love can be blind sometimes. And, I'm so sincere in my love for people, my love for my loved ones, my family. And so I kind of ignored some things. I can see it now. At the time I didn't. But yeah, so she gave me a really, really hard time. I had a big event where my husband's family, my family came together, and then our friends, a couple of nights before the wedding, it was like a get acquaintance event. And this young lady told me she couldn't be there because she had something that took, priority concerning her mother. And so at the time, my future brother-in-law and her husband came, and and he's not good friends of ours. She and I are the connection. And they went to pick up a CD at his house, and my brother, who's my brother-in-law now, he was, like I said, he was my to-be brother-in-law at the time. He came and he asked me, he said, "Isn't his wife supposed to be in your wedding? Isn't she in your wedding?" I said, "Oh yeah, of course she is." He said, "Well, why isn't she here?" I said, "Well, she had something she had to do with her mother, something that came up suddenly." He said, "Well, she's home with her feet on the coffee table watching TV." And I said, she is? And he said, "Yeah, situations like that, I begin to really see. I knew it was something, but I never tied it to who I am. For a long time, I never made that connection. And then my aunt passed, and I traveled to Delaware for the funeral. And I was at my cousin's house, and one of their friends, I guess, family member maybe on the other side, was visiting a couple of people. And I remember talking to my cousin about healthy regimens and healthy foods and stuff. We were talking about getting healthy, and I do a lot of, I do a lot of things that, promote health. And one of their friends came and sat next to me one day, and she said, in a very disgruntled manner, she said, "Since you know so much about health, what do I need to be taking if I'm trying to quit smoking? I'm going to see if you can answer that." That's how she talked to me. That's what she said to me, basically. And this happened during these times, during this age of Aquarius. So I kind of understood. I said, okay, I know what this is. I'm already up on the truth now. And, and I spoke to her very politely and gave her some information. I didn't get disgruntled back, but I recognized, why she was talking to me that way. My energy, I could tell it was a problem for her, and they say sometimes our energy will aggravate other people's demons. And, for a long time, for a while, I didn't really want to, I don't like to really give in to those kinds of realities, because sometimes it makes me feel like it can appear that we're being arrogant or, boastful. But we're not. We're just being the beings that we are. Some would say human beings, we're just being beings, normal. But that's the kind of stuff we have to put up with, chosen. You starseeds, you beautiful souls. Know what it is so that you can protect yourself. I had another incident during that same time period, while I was visiting Delaware, my aunt's passing. And there was a topic came up about politics. And guys, I try so very hard to stay away from those topics, those conversations, because I know most of the time they don't go well. My views don't go well with people, with the people that are still in that matrix mindset. But I was responding to one of the relatives, and I told him I don't do politics. And I also told him I didn't take the what. And so that topic started, and I thought to myself, oh God, why did I let myself even get it? And then another friend of the family walked up and he scolded me because he found out I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I didn't vote for anybody. I don't participate in that system, period, as much as possible. And he scolded me. And again, I had to remind myself, okay, remember who you are. You know who you are now. So, don't let them, the Decepticons, get you riled up. I have to remind myself constantly. So I'm experiencing it, and I am hearing about others experiencing it. Those that are, have the Starseed Chosen One status. And many of us who didn't know who we are finding out who we are today. And so the thing about it, guys, we just have to know how to move around these people. And as much as possible, I have decided to guard my energy and be careful who I allow in my presence, in my space. I've decided that in order to stay in peace, I've decided that I have to do that. And so you may want to consider doing that as well, to guard your peace, protect yourself and protect your energy, because it's so important. It is not, we are who we are. It's not our fault that we are who we are. For the most part, in the beautiful nature that we normally carry is a beautiful thing. And it's nothing to be ashamed of, and it's nothing to apologize for. The bots, the Decepticons, that's their problem. That they don't know how to, appreciate our company, our presence. That's not our problem. That's not yours or mine problem. So we have to understand and remember, those of us who know and maybe forget sometimes, remind yourself of who you are. You are a beautiful soul. You are, I have to say, in so many ways, the cream of the crop. You are connected to Source. You are part of the collective that is moving this energy up. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a wonderful thing. And it's something that we have to be happy about. We have to just be proud of, And when the thing about it, with a humble heart and your heart chakra being open, and your intentions being good, you're loving and you're kind, because other people don't understand you, that's their problem. You're not here for them to understand you. If they're still connected to the matrix and they're still living in that low dimensional state mindset, ain't nothing you can do about that. But don't you lower yourself to please them. Don't change who you are just so you can fit into that world. Because remember, you have left that world. You are no longer a part of that world in so many ways. And it's not that you're better, but it's because of who you are. It's just who you are. It is what it is. And that's how we have to look at it. Many people are not going to understand you. Ask me how I know. I experience it all the time. But I have learned to be okay with it. It used to kind of hurt my feelings initially because I love people. And I do. I really do. But I'm not going to be a shove over. I'm not going to be a doormat. And I'm not going to just accept being talked to any kind of way and mistreated. But I'm learning how to deal with it when I am almost forced to be in the company of people that I normally wouldn't, decide to spend time, or in a grocery store, at an event or whatever. I'm learning how to respond to that kind of behavior. And I'm so thankful that my awareness and my enlightenment is so heightened, so that I'm able to now be able to respond better to all of this stuff. It's a lot, guys. It's really a lot. But we got this. We got this. So I just wanted to give this message to you and give you a couple of examples by my own experiences when people make little pot shots. When you walk in a room, guys, when you walk in a room, you don't have to say a word. Your presence speaks for you. because you got it just like that. Your presence speaks for you. You don't have to open your lips. Just walking in the room, your presence will introduce you. And you don't even realize it many times. I go through it. I've been going through it for quite some time and didn't know what it was. But there's always going to be a bot lingering around somewhere, waiting to try to lower you, try to lower your self-esteem, to try to impede on your joy, interrupt your happiness. It's always going to be a Decepticon, a bot lingering somewhere. Know what they look like. Know how to recognize them and know how to respond to them, because you got this, family. You got this. You can't help it because you're great. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, blessed thing to be who you are. So keep walking in it, guys. I love you to life, as I always say. I'm out working today. I'm out doing some real estate work, and I am having fun. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to let anyone interrupt my joy. I'm not going to let anyone take away my happiness. And don't you either, guys. Just keep walking in this beautiful space with your head up high and being the loving, beautiful soul that you were created to be. Just keep doing it. Again, I love you. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to say assalamu alaikum to you. Namaste, shalom, ashe, ashe, ashe. I love you to life. Get some sun, guys. The sun is shining bright in Texas, and I'm trying to get as much as I can of this natural vitamin D. Again, I love you. I'm going to say peace be unto you. Until next time, I'm going to sign out, guys, and I'm going to say have a great day and stay great. Bye-bye.